The Koch Brothers Mystery Show is brought to you by Field Notes brand, USA-made memo books and other products, including seasonal limited editions. Visit fieldnotesbrand.com or 400 North May. The American dream is under attack. From the snakes of Minnesota to the chills of Tennessee, the federal government's trampled business, from 501c to shining LLC. But I'm proud to see Charles and David Koch, and at least I know I'm free. Can our boys forget the gimp who died that gave us grammar, comma, Kelsey? Now our boys will stand up endlessly and take part in primaries, 'cause there ain't no doubt they love this land. God bless the Koch Brothers Mystery Show.
It's the Koch Brothers Mystery Show. It's a mystery show with the Koch Brothers.
This week's episode, the post-Raucous, Caucus, Debacus. We now join the boys in their Wichita, Kansas Mystery Palace as their live-in indentured governess prepares to settle them down to a long winter's nap.
And the little boy screamed, "Let us out! Let us out! We'll never mishandle your Willendorf necklace again, governess." But it was too late. Iowa had returned. Every 4 years, Iowa returns. A cold, desolate hellscape where everything is flat and nothing ever happens. And despite having less than 1% of the population, they wield more power in the election cycle than you boys could ever imagine. The end. And now it is time for you two to get to bed.
Oh no, Chuck. I don't like the sound of Iowa one bit.
Don't worry, Davy. It's just a story. Right, Nazi Nanny?
That's the sound of a Koch Brothers solid gold fact. Every time you hear it, you'll know you heard a 100% true fact, just like this. According to New York Times journalist Jane Myers, Charles and David Koch's father, Fred Koch, quote, admired German discipline so much in the 1930s that he hired a fervent Nazi as a governess for his eldest boys, Charles and Frederick. This governess reportedly potty trained the boys with the help of a book of gruesome old-world fairy tales and then left the service of the Kochs in 1939 so she could return to Germany to celebrate its invasion of Poland with her countrymen. Highly fucking shit!
Gute Nacht, meine sweet flaxen-haired, purebred angels. I'll wake you up for breakfast at 9:30.
No so fast. Around.
Good night, Nazi Nanny. Good night, Davy.
Good night, Chuck.
Good night, Gimp/assistant television's Kelsey Grammer.
Tossed salad and scrambled eggs.
Good night, myth of the middle class.
Psst. Audience, that's where you're supposed to say goodnight. Oh well, too late now. The Koch brothers are sound asleep, dreaming the impossible dream, which is to say, the American dream. But just like a shot of Narcan after a heroin overdose, the Koch brothers are about to get a rude awakening.
Iowa City.
Waterloo. Story City. Nevada. Come and go.
Huh? What?
Niles?
What's all that commotion outside our window, Davy?
It can't be. It's Iowa.
Iowa? Everyone knows Iowa's just one of Nazi Nanny's nightmare stories.
Like Brigadoon or interracial marriage.
Yeah, well, this story is keeping us from our high-end, luxurious dreams. Quick, Davy, to the Koch Brothers Mystery Combine Harvester.
It's a Koch Brothers Mystery Combine Harvester. It's a mystery combine harvester with the Koch Brothers.
Oh, my arm! David! Oh, the doctor!
Here are, Chuck?
Seattle.
No, television's Kelsey Grammer. It's Iowa.
Not just Iowa, the Iowa State Fair.
Get your bacon brisket bomb on a stick. Bacon brisket bomb on a stick here.
Come see the amazing 600-pound butter cow.
Decorated diaper contest in 10 minutes.
Solid gold fact. All those are actual attractions that were featured at the 2015 Iowa State Fair.
Look, Chuck, the only thing outnumbering the stained Tweety Bird t-shirts are the presidential campaign signs.
And all the Iowans are following them to that spooky cornfield to listen to that 12-foot-tall, sentient ear of corn.
My brothers and sisters, it is time. For it was decreed that once every 4 years, Iowa would be the first state to choose a candidate by the divine power of a scheduling error. In 1972, no one bothered to amend. So now I, Boss Caucus, ask, can you count, suckers? I say the future is ours if you can count. Now look what we got here before us. Supporters of all kinds. You got the Hillary Hellcats sitting next to the Ted Cruz controls. We got the Bernie Sanders salamanders right by the Trumpelstiltskins. Nobody's wasting nobody. That's is a miracle. And miracles is the way Iowa ought to be. You're standing right now with me. With me, a 12-foot-tall sentient ear of corn. Voters from over 1,600 precincts, which stand in turn to elect delegates for over 99 different county conventions that will throw their support behind any of 15 different gangs.
Presidential
Campaigns. Now that ends up being about 360,000 Iowans. The whole damn country has 318 million. Can you see it? Nobody gets nominated without Iowa allowing it to happen. Except McCain in 08, Clinton in 92, Bush Sr. in Debacus in 88, and technically Romney in 2012 too. Point is, we got the attention, we got the influence, and we got upwards of $30 million flowing through our state. So I ask you, can you dig it?
Yeah.
Can you dig it?
Okay.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
Boss Caucus sure is steamed.
Yeah, he's really causing the election cycle to heat up.
Oh, God. Oh, God, no. Oh, God. Not yet, please.
Boss Caucus,
Please,
he's
no.
popping.
No, calm down. Please, God, no. I have a family. No, please, Melissa. Oh, God, I'm so sorry, Melissa. Sweet Melissa!
Oh, God, it's horrible.
It's so gruesome.
I don't know, I guess, maybe.
We've seen worse.
You don't think a 12-foot-tall sentient ear of corn popping itself to death was gruesome?
Oh, we didn't say that. We just meant we're undecided.
What did you just say?
We're undecided?
Undecided? I said they're undecided. Undecided.
Oh, I have a bad feeling about this.
Me too. We should just take our money and leave.
Honey.
Oh no, now we've done it.
What do you mean?
Chuck, what's more valuable to these campaigns than an undecided voter?
Gasp! An undecided voter with a net worth of $42 billion!
Iowa's never gonna stop until they bleed our wallets dry. We've gotta get out of here undecided.
Quick, Davy, back to the mystery combine harvester.
Would you like a pamphlet?
Traditional family values are the bedrock.
Feel the burn.
Oh no, it's not starting!
Here, use this corn subsidy. We've got to get away from these gangs of supporters. Quick!
I'm taking a gamble. Get ready, big brother. I'm headed down Dark Horse Alley.
Up ahead, it's the O'Malley No-Go's.
We're viable contenders. Please give us some money.
Say hello to my combine, jerks.
They're tearing us apart!
Oh no! Quick! Bank right! It's the Santorum torn up gore holes!
Ew, they're spitting up all over their sweater vests.
Oh my god, it's like apartheid.
Solid gold fact. Rick Santorum compared Obamacare to apartheid during a tribute speech to Nelson Mandela. Jesus Christ, guy!
I'll run them over.
Oh no, these gore holes are so torn up that they're jamming the combine.
We're gonna have to keep going by foot.
Chuck, hurry! We're almost at the end of Dark Horse Alley.
Let's block the way with these dumpsters of failed campaigns.
Lincoln,
Scott Walker.
Lincoln,
Scott Walker. Hey, boys. Who wants to play Pin the Blue Collar Photo Op on the Confirmed Bachelor?
Get back in the dumpster, Lindsey Graham.
And be true to yourself. You're not fooling anyone. Whew. That was a close one. We need a place to recuperate.
Look, up ahead, a friendly, down-to-earth mom-and-pop diner.
Gasp! It's a Koch brothers fish out of water. It's a fish out of water with a Sorry.
Look, Gilchrist, I'm not asking for a lot of money. I just need a couple of bucks for a scratcher. Because I was watching Fox News and Richard Lustig said to buy as many tickets as I could afford. No, it's not a bad investment. I could win $5,000 a week for life. I've never even seen that much money before. Well, except that one time I lived in Colombia with Pablo Escobar Jr. for a few months. But oh! Hello! I didn't see you there. It looks like the Koch brothers are in a real pickle. Can our dreamboat detectives delve deeper into this whodunit without finding themselves in a dangerous jam? Our boys will be dining in when we return to the Koch brothers Mystery Show.
This episode brought to you by Audible.com. Audible.com introducing brand new audio comic strips. Enjoy this free sample of Beetle Bailey read by our very own Tom Fell.
Hi everyone, this week we have a strip of Beetle Bailey for our Audible.com audio comic. First pane, we have Mort Walker's Beetle Bailey. It's, yellow background, we got red Beetle Bailey lettering, and there's old Beetle in the top left-hand corner giving his typical Beetle smile. So then we move into the second pane here where the comic really starts. General Half-Track is at home, which is an interesting choice. And he says, well, I got to get going. All the guys are waiting. In the third panel, he's turned around the other way, and he's wearing a colorful hat with a lot of different patterns on it. And he looks a little more forlorn, and he says, well, sometimes it takes an hour just to get out of the house. So we drop down a level to the fourth pane, and we were revealed that General Half-Track is actually in his kitchen, and his wife's seated at the breakfast table, and she's holding a cup of coffee, and she turns as he's starting to walk out the door, and she says, where do you think you're going? And General Half-Track has a grizzled look on his face, and he's got his crazy, funny patterned hat on there, and he has a bag of golf clubs on the back, and he says, where does it look like I'm going? So then we move on to the fifth pane, and here things are getting a little bit tense. We see General Half-Track. It focuses in on him. We have a close-up of General Half-Track, and he has his hat on. He's got the bag of golf clubs, and the door's all the way open. And he says, to escape from this prison. And now we move into the sixth frame. And it cuts back to a two-shot. This is his wife is at the front, and she's turned away. The old woman is turned away, and he is just about to walk out the door. And he says, away from your disapproving glare. And then we drop down another level. So this is the seventh frame, and things change here. Things change. So General Half-Track, we see a close-up of him, and he looks up in this guy with a sad look on his face, still with his funny hat and his golf clubs on his back, and he says, to play a punishing game. And then in the next frame, it gets really interesting, because we see the light. It's backlit. General Half-Track is backlit, and General Half-Track becomes a silhouette. His face becomes a silhouette, and his bubble says, and then drown my sorrows in drink. So then in the final pane, his wife is seated again at the table, and we see General Half-Track still stuck in the door, just on his way out, with his funny hat on and his golf clubs on his back, and the clock reads 9 o'clock, and his wife just about to take a sip of her coffee, and in the final words of the comic, she says, "Have a great day." Which is funny, because I think we've all been there where we can relate to, being in a relationship and wanting to have your free time, but also have, cultivate that relationship. But here, General Half-Track is realizing that the one thing that he loves, he also wants to get away from, which is kind of the story in his relationship too. So, we've all been there, and I'm sure you have too, which is, man, what makes this one so great.
This episode is brought to you by Audible.com. Audible.com, brand new audio comic strips.
I promised you that I was done with lottery tickets forever, Karen. It was a stupid phase of my life that I'll never get back. Besides, it's all about greyhound races now. And if I get on an exacta, I'll make 10 times what we put in. No, Karen, I am thinking of our daughter. Don't you think she would want to have a daddy that's a winner? I just need one big win, and from the tip I just got, I think that... Hello? Karen? I'll wear the gimp mask in the Two-Joy swing for you for the next year, please. Hello? Hello? The Koch brothers are back!
Oh no, Chuck. A record just screeched and everyone went silent. If my context clue skills are correct, I think the locals are pretty wary of us.
Hey there, Huns. What a strange thing to say out loud. Take a seat. What can I get you? We have cornbread, corn hash, corn on the cob, corn cakes, corn stew, and our world-famous Santorum. That's a chocolate cream pie.
Toast salad and scrambled eggs.
Sure thing, hun. We call that a Davenport cornhole here.
Excuse me, sir. What are you having?
Oh, don't mind the regulars. They might look gruff, but they've got hearts of pure gold.
I guess I'll just have a coffee, and I'll have the pie.
Sure thing, hun.
Oops, sorry to bump your elbow, sir. Boy, that's one heck of a coffee mug you've got there.
Davy?
What's it say, number one dad? Oh man, your kids must love you. Oh my, everybody's got a number one dad mug. Looks like we have a competition on our hands. Well, who is it? Who's the number one dad?
Davy.
It doesn't say number one dad. It says #1dad. Because we believe in traditional marriage.
Davy, we're in Ted Cruz country!
Yikes! Let's just settle up the bill and get out of here.
The smallest bill I have is 100.
Money.
Oh no.
Sirs, if you have a moment to discuss John Kasich.
Run! Look, Davy, it's the mighty Mississippi. We're almost back home in Kansas.
Kansas doesn't directly border Iowa, and the Mississippi is on the other side of Iowa, by Illinois, so we're pretty much as far away from Kansas as we can get.
Look, Davy, it's the mighty Mississippi. We're almost back home in Kansas.
You're right. Nothing to do now but cross this bridge.
Koch brothers, come out to play, yay! Koch brothers, come out to play, yay! Koch brothers, come out to play, yay!
Whoa, the Jeb Rebels!
Yeehaw! Oh no, the Bernie Sanders Salamanders! Salamander!
And the Chris Christie Creams have cut off access to the bridge!
Well, it's the only thing for that.
You look sick, boys. Maybe you need a healthy dose of Bernie Sanders door-to-door operation.
With a side of Jeb Bush's patented awkward silences.
And a whole heaping tablespoon of continued bridge closures.
Gasp! Oh no!
There's nowhere to run now, boys!
Heightened gasp! The Hillary Hellcats!
That's right! It's time to caucus!
Caucus, 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 caucus!
Oh no! There's a building lowering on us! And look, it's covered in Garfield posters!
And adorably misspelled homework papers!
And a bathroom with a pair of soiled underpants that definitely weren't left in the stall in 3rd grade when I had an accident in class and was too embarrassed to tell the teacher.
It's an elementary school polling location!
Welcome to the Iowa Caucus, where we're cuckoo for caucusing. Thank you for arriving at the required time. Now get ready for 6 hours of edge-of-your-seat political maneuvering.
Gasp! It's drawn out and boring!
Registered Republicans, please file to your right and simply fill out your secret ballot. Registered Democrats, please file to your left and simply take 30 minutes to select a preference group, stand with said group, get counted, and if your preference group does not account for at least 15% of attendees, disperse from your initial preference group and take an additional 30 minutes selecting a new preference group, at which point you will be recounted and the process starts over until we reach consensus on a single candidate.
Solid gold fact.
Easy peasy, no longer socially acceptable to say Japanesey.
Good gracious, who's got the time or low threshold for entertainment to go through that bureaucratic nightmare in the middle of a Monday?
Ho, 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 ho! You're about to find out! Bring in the voters!
Oh no!
Are you my grandson?
Gasp! Senior citizens!
We've got you now!
Oh God, their hand skin, it's like an anglerfish.
Wait, Davy, these brittle retirees have given me an idea! Follow me!
No! Get back here!
Chuck, wait! You're going the wrong way! You're headed into the crowd of decrepit septuagenarians.
Hello there. Care for a Lorna Doone cookie?
Trust me, Davy, if we can blend in the crowd of old people, we might be able to escape these gangs!
Back in my day, the Washington Redskins were the least racist mascot.
Blend in with old people? That's impossible. We have nothing in common with them. What do old people even like?
Oh, well, we like paying with checks.
See?
And maintaining a healthy distrust about Indian cardiologists.
Oh, come on.
And diagnosis murder.
Jesus, diagnosis... Wait, diagnosis murder? I love Diagnosis Murder!
I don't know, I'm more of a Matlock fan myself.
Matlock, he's still my heart, but not too still. I still say that television died the day
The National Broadcasting Company shut the door on Andy Griffith in 1992.
Gasp! We're old people!
Davy, are we senior citizens?
No way, Chuck! We're 75 and 80-year-old billionaire oil executives and also boy detectives. It's the simplest and most easily comprehended concept there is.
They're in there somewhere. We need to flesh them out. Everyone, caucus the elderly.
You've got it. Senator Sanders voters over here.
Sanders?
Everyone for Governor George, Jeb Bush over here.
Okay.
The establishment.
Governor Christie over here.
Hard pass. Oh no, Chuck. The old people are caucusing. They're dispersing to stand obediently for their preference group.
Ha ha ha! Boys, come out to play, yay!
Davy, they're gonna find us. What do we do?
Beats me, this is the sort of predicament that could only be solved by a whip-smart mind like Dr. Mark Sloan from Diagnosis Murder.
No way! This is a humdinger for defense attorney Ben Matlock.
Diagnosis Murder.
Matlock.
Diagnosis Murder.
Matlock.
Diagnosis Murder.
Folks, you're supposed to be voting for a specific candidate. Hopefully, Jeb.
Diagnosis Murder. Diagnosis Murder.
No, you old fools! You're supposed to be voting for Hillary! You can't vote for your dull, predictable crime dramas! You have to vote for her dull, predictable campaign!
Elderly gasp. Hillary Hellcats, no!
You'll incur the wrath of the elderly.
Now they're canes! Where are they? The tennis balls hurt a lot! Whew. It's over. The campaigns were brutally and violently mauled by those bloodthirsty senior citizens.
And Davy, look, we're still undecided. It's a Koch brothers, putting it off until next month. It's a putting it off until next month with the Koch brothers. Oh my goodness, Davy, we lost track of the time.
You're right, Nazi Nanny is going to be coming into our room to wake us up at any second.
Quick, to that convoy of Buick LeSabres. Goodbye, old people.
Goodbye, Koch brothers.
Are you my grandson?
Well, we crossed the Mississippi and finally got home to Kansas.
Look out the window, Davy. Iowa. It's disappearing.
You're right, big brother, but its influence will be felt for a few weeks until South Carolina makes things happen. Now quick, into bed before Nazi Nanny catches us.
Boys, rise und shine. Time for breakfast. I made Luftwaffles.
Josephus, around.
Ha ha ha, yeah! It's a Koch brothers mystery solved. It's a mystery solved with the Koch brothers.
Hi, sweetheart. I don't have much time. I need you to go get your school computer and give it to one of Daddy's friends who's outside you and Mommy's house so that I get to keep my kneecaps. Don't you want me to walk you down the aisle one day? What? You love me? Oh, God. Who have I become? And I wake up in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream at the top of my lungs. What's going on? Our super sleuths, the Koch brothers, have curved the cretinous Caucus and crammed every Iowa county into the cornhole from whence it came. But with countless contests remaining on the calendar, can our cool kid criminologists conquer what's coming? Tune in next time to find out on The Koch Brothers Mystery Show! Hey there, Cokeheads. Want even more Coke? We bet you do. Be sure to follow @Koch Bros Mystery on Twitter and like us on Facebook at facebook.com/Koch Brothers Mystery Show. Plus, if you tweet or share any Koch Brothers Mystery Show episode, we'll send you merchandise, including buttons, stickers, and limited edition tour mini posters, free. Just send us a direct message with your name, address, and link to your post. Self-promotion away! The Koch Brothers Mystery Show is brought to you by Field Notes Brand, USA-made memo books and other products, including seasonal limited editions. Visit fieldnotesbrand.com or 400 North May. The Koch Brothers Mystery Show is a member of the Chicago Podcast Cooperative, featuring incredible shows such as An Hour with Your Ex. Comedians Mel Evans and Mark Coulomb force each other to watch their favorite movies and TV. Check out An Hour with Your Ex on iTunes or thexhour.podbean.com.